by you. I'll be your everything, your blue sky. I go to war, fight. Damn right. Even when I've left, I do right.
All right, here we go. Welcome back to the Professional Stepdad Show. I'm your host, Franco Zavala. Thank you very much for listening, for watching, and for joining me today. This is episode 127. So usually I do a thing called Thursday Q&A, but today kind of wanted to address something which I think is going to be extremely important for any step parent that's listening. Now, I usually kind of try to hit home on the stepdads. I'll talk about bio moms, stepmoms every now and then, but I wanted to drive this home today because I think it's very important. So today's episode is really going to be focused on all of the comments, emails, and or messages that I've received from, I don't know, stepdads that kind of feel, or step parents that feel like doesn't matter how hard they try, doesn't matter what they do, complaining, they're still being blamed, nobody likes them, they can't overcome the obstacles that are in their life when it comes to just trying to be the parent, trying to be a leader within the home. And as I thought about it, as I thought about my journey, as I thought about everything that I faced, let's just say within my first 6 years of being a stepdad, what I learned was it did not matter what was going on. It did not matter how much I complained. It did not matter how many people I reached out to. It all came back to me. It all came back to the way I was looking at things. It all came back to the way I was thinking. It all came back to the way I was executing. It all came back to the way I was planning or not planning. It all came back to the way I was trying to communicate or not communicating. Everything came back to me. So then I thought about it even further, and I'm like, okay, so what's a piece of advice that I could give that is going to be kind of universal for any step parent? And when I broke it down to what it really means is this: win anyway. Now, what do I mean by that? So I have a son. My son is 13 years old, and he's a very, very good basketball player. So when he plays against teams that know his skill level, the teams will devise a plan to make sure that he, doesn't score, or make sure that the other players have to beat him. They'll go out there and foul him, they'll push him, they'll rough him up, they'll do anything and everything they can to try to knock him off of his game. Now, think about your life. Think about your life, stepdad. Think about what's going on. Same thing. There is a plan. You can call it the universe, energy, whatever you want to see. It just feels like everything's against you. Like they're trying to knock you off your game. They're trying to ruffle your feathers. They're trying to get in your head, and they're trying to make it so that you cannot do what you really want to do, which is to go out there and win, right? And my son's coach said something really cool to him when my son walked up, to the huddle, and you could see he's clearly frustrated. He's clearly like in his head. And he's like, "Coach, they won't stop fouling me. They won't stop grabbing me. They won't stop bumping me. They won't stop double teaming me. What am I supposed to do?" And the coach just looked at him with just straight face and just goes, "Christopher, win anyway." And I really thought about that phrase as it relates to being a stepdad. Look, bio dad's gonna suck sometimes. So what? We gotta win anyway. That's our objective, right? Win anyway. Overcome obstacles and do whatever it takes to maintain the progress that we have within the family, within our journey. The family members hate me. So what? Win anyway. Nobody listens to me. Nobody respects me. So what? You have to win anyway. See, it doesn't matter the advice that I give you. I can give you like ideas. I can give you tactics. I can give you like what I do in the mornings or how I organize and plan my day, from like the little books that I use to the books that I read. And it would not matter if you can't get out of your own way, right? I talk about this all the time. You have to have the so what, win anyway mentality. Meaning it doesn't matter what gets thrown at me, I'm gonna win anyway. It's this level of confidence that an individual has to have, whether you're a stepmom or a stepdad, that you can overcome all the negative bullshit that's going to be thrown your way. And it will be thrown your way. I would like to tell you that you're going to have some sort of an easy road. Some of our roads are easier than others, but it's not going to be like that. We talk about how one of the biggest challenges that you will face is your own mental game, right? How you see yourself as the step parent, how you see yourself as the leader, how you see yourself as the mentor, the father. That bond and that relationship that you have to have with your partner. But again, when you break it down all the way, you have to just have that mentality of, so what? When anyway? There's a stepdad that messaged me. He's been a stepdad for 5 years, and no one ever told him to work on himself first. So he has been busting his ass for 5 years to try to win the love, admiration, and respect from the 4 children that he has in his home, all stepkids. And he cannot overcome that obstacle. He doesn't understand why. And then he realized, oh shit, it's me. I'm in my own way. But he also realized too, is like, so what? When anyway? So stepdads, the most important thing I can give you, the most important piece of information that I can give you today in today's episode, and again, it's short and sweet. Bio dad, the other parents, circumstances, things are going to come your way. So what? Go out there and win anyway. You want to go out there and prove them wrong. You want to go out there and prove yourself wrong. You want to show the kids that you're not going anywhere. You want to show the family members that you're not going anywhere. Throw all the shit that you want to throw at me. Doesn't matter. I'm going to win anyway. But just remember, it starts with you, then your partner, your relationship and that team, and then go to the kids and start with the communication. But no matter what is thrown at you, no matter what crap is sent your way, so what? Go out there and win anyway. Have that mentality. All right, guys, that was episode 127 of the show. Again, short, sweet, to the point. I wanted to make sure that I spoke directly to the individuals that are messaging me saying that I can't win because of X, Y, and Z. I don't know what you want to hear from me. I can't give you any tactics. I can't give you any piece of advice that's going to help you other than so what? Just go win anyway. Till next time. Hey, thanks for listening to the show. Listen, if you know a stepdad who is in need of any of this information, do me a favor right now. Hit that subscribe button and share this episode with them as fast as possible. Did you do it? Okay, you did it.
Quiet on the set, please. Thank you, everybody.